Hello and welcome back to day 45. We are looking at the Children's Bible, 365 stories for every single day this year. So today's story, we move on to the story of Moses. And today's title is The Baby Who Survived. Day 45 can be found in Exodus 2. A new baby boy, how happy his mother, Jochebed, and father Amram would have been for the latest law of the cruel Egyptian king. Every newborn Israelite boy was to be thrown into the river Nile. Jochebed looked at her beautiful baby. He must not be drowned, she said as she hid him. I know that God can keep him safe. At first, all went well, but the tiny baby soon grew into a big bouncing one, and his cries grew louder. As she hushed him asleep, Jochebed prayed and thought and planned. Then she began making a cradle with river reeds, just like the fishermen made for their boats. When it was finished, she smeared the outside with tar to keep it waterproof. While the baby slept, she put him in gently into the cradle and carried him into the water's edge, taking little sister Miriam with her. She placed the basket among the tall reeds and leaving Miriam to keep watch, sped quickly home. Still as a mouse, Miriam crouched in the hiding place and waited. Soon she heard chatter and laughter. The princess, one of the many daughters of the Egyptian king, was coming to bathe, attended by her slaves. As Miriam watched, her heart beated faster and Princess stopped. Look, she said, there's a basket in the reeds. Fetch it. Her slave waded in, picking up the basket and handed it to the princess. At that, the baby woke up, gave one look at the unknown face and burst into tears. Poor little thing, said the princess gently. He must be an Israelite baby. Her kind look gave Miriam courage. She stepped bravely forward. Would you like a nurse for the baby? She asked. Yes, said the princess, and Miriam hurried home and fetched her mother. The princess looked keenly at Jochebed. Then she said, Take this baby and look after him for me. I will pay you. When he is older, he shall come to the palace and be brought up as my son. I shall call him Moses. Happily, Jochebed and Miriam carried the gurgling baby home. They need not worry who saw him now. God had kept little Moses safe. For a few more years, he was theirs to keep and care for. What do you think about that story then? So it's a beautiful reminder that if you are a follower of Christ and one of God's people, and God keeps us safe, basically. He keeps us safe from all harm or illness or diseases. I know that the two churches that I attended during the lockdown period, not one of the congregation died from COVID. Many people caught COVID. I know one or two people caught it quite seriously, but nobody lost their lives. And for that, I praise God every day for him keeping his people safe. And yes, we had to go through the experience of, being really tested and really challenged that somebody was close to death, but we believed that God did not have that in his plan for that person. And this person is back at church and living a good life. There may still be aftermath complications from having COVID so seriously, but the fact is that God keeps his people safe, as he did for Moses. So what parts or what areas of your life has God kept you? How has he kept you safe? Because I'm sure that we all have an experience where we were close to an incident, an accident, even driving in your car. Sometimes there are times where people might get really close to you in your car and you are close to having an accident, but you don't. That's not just your doing. God has a hand in that too. So, God bless you.